And now I must remember the saddest time in my life. My Dora, my child wife, had been ill for a long time. I could not hope that she would ever get better. Never again would my dear wife run about in our garden with her little dog Jeep. Dora was still beautiful, and she still smiled at us, my aunt and myself. But now I never carried her downstairs. She stayed in bed, and Jeep stayed with her. One evening, when I was sitting beside her, Dora began to talk about Agnes.
David, I want to see Agnes. I want to see Agnes very much.
I will write to her at once.
Thank you. You're very kind. You have always been very kind. I really do want to speak to Agnes. It is very important to me.
I know that is, my love. I'm sure Agnes will come.
Are you very lonely when you're downstairs by yourself?
I'm always lonely, my dearest Dora, especially when I see your empty chair.
My empty chair. That sounds very sad. But do you really miss me?
You know I do.
That makes me happy and sad too. After I have seen Agnes, I will have nothing left to live for.
You must get well again, Dora.
Sometimes I think that will never happen.
Don't say that, my dearest Dora. Don't say that. Agnes arrived, and with my aunt and myself, she sat with my Dora all day. We did not talk much, but Dora was very happy. When the evening came, I sat with Dora alone. Did I not know that my child wife was dying? I knew it, but I could not believe it. I still hoped that she would get better.
I have something to tell you, David.
What is it, my dearest Dora?
I'm afraid that I was too young to marry. I was too young in years, and I was too young in thoughts, experiences, and everything. I was not ready to be a wife.
Then I was not ready to be a husband.
But you were clever, and I never was.
We have been both being very happy, my dearest Dora.
My young husband loved his child wife. Don't cry, David. Please, do one more thing for me. When you go downstairs, go and tell Agnes to come here to talk to me. We have to be quite alone. I have to tell her something.
Okay. No, Jeep, not tonight. You must stay with me tonight. Oh, Agnes, look at poor Jeep. No, Dora too. Oh, Agnes, Agnes. 3 years later, I went to visit Agnes. She was alone because her young pupil had gone home for the holidays. She was sitting by the fire, reading. We talked for a time about my book, and we were very happy together. Then we were both silent. Dear Agnes, I think that you have a secret. Can you tell me about it? I have been told there is a man who loves you. Is that true? Agnes, my dear sister, what have I done?
Please let me go away. I cannot speak to you now. I will write you.
Agnes, I have upset you. I want you to be happy. You know that. No one wants that more than I do.
If I had a secret, it's not a new one. I have kept it to myself for many years, so I tell it now.
Dear Agnes, I have a secret too. You know I love my Dora, but when she died, you were there for me. But I went away. I went away loving you. I stay there loving you, and I come back loving you.
David, I have something to tell you.
What is it?
I have loved you all my life.
2 weeks later, Agnes and I were married. My aunt and Peggotty were there, and Traddles and his Sophie too.
Dearest husband, I have one more thing to tell you.
What is it, my dear Agnes?
Before Dora died, she told me one day I should take her place.